was thick with an eerie stillness as I stepped into the graveyard. The moon cast long shadows among the tombstones, creating a surreal landscape that seemed to come alive with each rustle of leaves. I hesitated, my senses on high alert, but the curiosity that led me here outweighed the growing unease. The gravel beneath my shoes echoed through the silence, a stark reminder of my solitude. The moonlight danced on the weathered stones, revealing names etched in faded letters. The unsettling beauty of the graveyard intensified as I ventured further into the heart of the burial ground. A distant owl's hoot echoed through the night. As I wandered deeper, the grave markers became more weathered, their details eroded by time. I could feel the weight of the past pressing down on me, and an inexplicable sense of dread took hold. The fog seemed to thicken, distorting the shapes around me, and an unsettling whispering echoed in the air. A sudden gust of wind extinguished the feeble flame of the lantern I carried, plunging me into darkness. Panic set in as I fumbled for a lighter, my trembling hands struggling to find purchase in the black void. The oppressive silence was broken only by the distant howling of a lone wolf, sending shivers down my spine. When the flame finally flickered back to life, the graveyard had transformed. Shadows seemed to dance on the tombstones, taking on grotesque forms that played tricks on my terrified mind. I pressed on, desperate to escape the suffocating atmosphere. But the winding paths only seemed to lead me deeper into the heart of the cemetery. I approached the mausoleum. The moans intensified, becoming a symphony of anguish that seemed to resonate from the very walls of the tomb. The air grew thick with a foul stench, and an invisible force seemed to push against me. I hesitated, my mind racing with fear and fascination. The heavy doors creaked open, revealing a pitch-black interior. The glow pulsated, casting grotesque shadows on the ancient walls. With trepidation, I stepped inside, the darkness enveloping me like a suffocating shroud. The moans reached a crescendo, drowning out the sound of my pounding heart. The spectral glow revealed an array of ornate coffins lining the mausoleum walls. Each one bore intricate carvings depicting scenes of death and decay. The air became charged with an otherworldly energy as the moans transformed into anguished whispers that seemed to seep into my very soul. A sudden gust extinguished the lantern once more, leaving me in total darkness. Panic gripped me as I fumbled to relight it, my hands shaking uncontrollably. The whispers grew louder, and unseen hands seemed to close in around me. In the inky blackness, I felt a presence, an ancient force that sought to consume me. As the lantern flickered back to life, the coffins lining the walls burst open with a deafening crash. Figures clad in tattered burial shrouds emerged, their hollow eyes fixated on me. The graveyard's restless spirits had awakened, and a chorus of tormented wails echoed through the mausoleum. I stumbled backward, my mind unable to comprehend the surreal nightmare unfolding before me. The ghostly figures moved towards me with an unnatural grace, their outstretched hands reaching for my very essence. My every instinct screamed for escape, but my limbs felt like lead, paralyzed by the malevolent energy that enveloped me. In that harrowing moment, the graveyard's history came to life. The spirits, trapped between realms, sought release through my mortal vessel. Their whispers became a cacophony, revealing tales of unfulfilled lives and untimely deaths. I was a conduit for their pain, a vessel through which they could finally find peace. As the spirits closed in, Their ethereal forms merged with mine, and I felt a surge of memories and emotions flood my consciousness. I became a vessel for the graveyard's tormented souls, their stories etched into the fabric of my being. The lantern's feeble light flickered one last time before succumbing to the darkness. The mausoleum doors creaked shut, sealing me within the spectral embrace of the graveyard. The whispers faded, replaced by an eerie stillness. And in that graveyard, where the boundary between the living and the dead blurred, I became a part of the haunted landscape, forever entwined with the restless spirits that wandered in the shadows.